everybody. Welcome to Mind My Own Podcast. It's your host, Kenda. It's good to see you all. This is season 2, episode 1. And today we are going to focus on mental health awareness. I've got some amazing guests today. I have the DNR podcast hosts. Bow, bow, bow. I don't know if the buttons work today, Tom. I don't think they're working today. Don't mind us, y'all. You know the buttons mean a lot to me. Sometimes Tom gotta go on, sometimes he don't. It's okay. It's okay.
Not America.
America.
Talk about America.
And we also got my girl Tay tonight from the Say That Shh podcast. So it's a real collaborative effort this night. And I'm super excited. Later on today, I got my boy Simeon Robinson who will be joining us later. So y'all stay tuned in for that as well. So, ladies, it is a pleasure to have you all here.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about how we came together. So Tone is like, hey, why don't you meet with the other DNR groups and y'all piggyback off their latest episode, which was also focused on mental health, right, ladies? I got a chance to tune in on episode 3. I believe that was the last part. And really, really good conversation you all had. I was even telling Tay some of the parts about it that I really liked. So some key things about that last conversation that they had was give up the things that no longer serve you. Whoo, I felt like ooh. Ooh, let's test them out. We in there.
Blow on the keys.
Right.
That one, man, that's real. That's real. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. And another part that you guys covered was being overwhelmed, not feeling or giving yourself the title of lazy or anything like that. Just acknowledging that you are burnt out and that you have to figure out a way to get through it. Hello, Denise. We have Denise, who is also joining us from the DNR podcast. Welcome.
Hello.
So we were just kind of piggybacking off of your latest episode. And I just kind of, mentioned to them how give up the things that no longer serve you stuck with me from that episode. In addition to being overwhelmed, understanding that you're overwhelmed, and finding a solution for that, even if that just means, getting the rest that you deserve, taking a break, right? Removing yourself, and focusing on yourself. So that's part of the self-care. Another piece, seeking help, getting that therapy that you need. I was listening in, and Denise, I think that was you talking. Somebody had mentioned that they had to tell their son, I got to get this therapy. That was you. Okay. I got to get this. This is something that I need for me. So having those tough conversations too, right, to get through some of those challenges with the people we love so that they understand this is why I'm doing this. I have to do this. And so those are some of the key points. So yeah, thank you ladies for putting
It's gonna go left. To the left in a minute.
Real quick.
Hey everybody. Oh, look it. We got some comments. What's up, Devion? He says that's a big one because people still bring baggage from years ago into their future. Amen. Absolutely, man. I'm gonna give you a clap for that. What's up?
That's to me.
I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for your support.
We be having a laptop right here. Crazy.
Awesome. So, ladies, I wanted to talk about something that just kind of pulled me in. And this is something that we see every day. And because we so used to seeing it, I mean, people say things in the moment, but I feel like people don't take it serious enough. So relational aggression, that's huge. So
Clap for that.
Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and clap for that. Relational aggression. So I'm just gonna read the definition out just in case anybody does not know what that means. I think this is something that everybody should know. So relational aggression is a set of manipulative behaviors used to hurt someone through damage to relationships, threats of harming them, or both. It's really a non-physical form of bullying. I did some research on this, ladies, because what the hell wrong with y'all? Why y'all out here bullying people? Y'all 40 years old. Like, let's be real. 40 plus.
Man.
Y'all see it, don't y'all, every day?
It's definitely some healing that needs to be going on
Definitely.
because they're clearly holding on to some past aggressions, past hurt.
Yep.
Because somebody didn't hurt you yesterday that's causing you to bully and be this non-approachable person.
Yep.
And you 35, 40 plus, even 30 plus. You're too old for that.
I agree.
I need you to work through that.
Work through it. Like she said, it's time y'all heal.
Yeah.
It is. It's definitely related to that. What you think, Tay?
No, I agree with that.
You agree?
I think a lot of people are passive aggressive, and the more we open up to being real with our people, I think it'll get a little better. Like, but make me comfortable in the sense that I can talk to you like, friend, your business like this. What if you tried it like this? Or people are not even comfortable with their friends.
Right.
Correct.
And family, let alone be comfortable with a stranger.
Yeah.
Not to, bring on that passive aggressiveness.
But I think like if you can't be in a relationship with someone and say that you love them and not give them sugar with shit. You got to give them both.
You got to give them both.
You have
Or it
to
ain't
be
real.
100% like
Correct.
that.
I
Like,
need you to
with
tell
them,
me
if I'm out of
everything.
order, they like you out of order or you on the right path or whatever. And as a being friends, you have to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I've talked
And,
about that
yeah.
recently with understand if I love you, that I'm speaking from a loving
Correct.
place.
Right.
Correct.
So
Right.
if you take things the wrong way, or you feel like I'm hating, or you know what I mean, I'm too hard on you, I don't think you know that I love you.
Right.
Offense is a choice.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
It is.
I
That's a
agree.
word.
It
Offense
is.
is a choice.
It is.
Woo, ladies, we touching tonight. We touching on the hot topics tonight.
Correct. Hold me accountable, okay? If I'm out here looking bad, doing bad, whatever the case may be, hold me accountable. Tell me that, hey, this is not the way that you should be going. This is not a good look, or I don't think
That
that's
comes with setting standards for yourself, though.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
have to have your own set of standards,
For
and
sure.
I think that the people around you need to be like-minded when it comes to those standards.
I agree.
Now you feel like, are you judging me, or you? No,
Right.
I got my standards over here, and I'm not. I'll use this for example, and I don't want this to be off topic,
Yeah,
but
yeah, go ahead.
women feeling like, well, I want to be a hoe. That's what I want to do. Blah blah blah. That's cool for you.
right.
That don't have to be cool for me.
Yeah.
Right.
And I also don't have to vibe with you like that, because we do know men can be simple at times. So they gonna think that I'm down with whatever you down with.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't want to be looked at that way. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I'm also not judging you, but I can't
You
really
have
kick it
and
with
you have
like
you
that.
Right.
have the right to feel that way, and you have the right to disassociate yourself, or
People
not
don't
even
feel like that.
not even completely disassociate yourself, but just vibe with them on a different level that you might vibe with somebody else who is like-minded as you.
Right.
That doesn't
posted
mean that
that.
you're holding any ill feelings toward them. That doesn't mean that you're necessarily judging them. You just don't vibe with them like you would vibe with somebody else who has the same thought process as you.
But
Right,
I posted
right.
that today because now that equates to being phony or fake. When
No,
you,
it's not.
when you switch up and get the growth and maturity.
Correct.
Sometimes you'll have a set of friends you can be honest and real with, that you can get to the nitty-gritty with.
Yeah.
I've had to separate myself from people like that because we're all models, and I have stopped working with certain people because they have that type of aggression in their life, and I'm like, that ain't the vibe.
That's not it.
Yeah, agreed.
That's not it. That's not
As
it.
talkative as I am, I've been told that in certain spaces, oh, Denise just off to herself. She quiet. She don't say too much because I don't want
wanna
to.
coexist
You know,
and
I
be
don't
cordial.
say much because I
Yeah.
cuss you out.
Like I come in and I
You know
speak.
that, like, don't be messing with me.
I come in and I
Right.
speak, but other than that, I'm not all super friendly, keying with everybody just because I don't vibe with all of y'all like that. We work together. We can
Yeah.
coexist in the same space, but I don't have to be in your face all the time.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
can come in here, do what I need to do, and leave.
Yep. You definitely can. You definitely can. People need to respect those boundaries, right?
Seriously.
You need to understand that, hey, just because you and I don't see eye to eye right now, or we're not on the same flow, we don't align. It doesn't mean that I don't like you.
Right.
It doesn't mean that there's any beef.
Right.
It doesn't mean any of that.
Wait, say that again. There is no beef.
There is no beef. There is no
Because-
beef.
But I think that comes with growth though for people, because a lot of people feel like victims in the world. So when you tell me that I don't align with you, now I'm trying to figure out why. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What makes me different than this person? Why did you choose her over me? A lot of people have that problem. Women have that problem when it comes
For
to
sure.
dating.
Yeah.
For
Like,
sure.
why did you choose her? You're
Why-
doing
why
things
her?
differently with her. Why her?
Yeah.
So I think that alignment piece, that's like a how do I get in? You know what I mean? That's
It's-
a challenge.
And you know what? I know that's a trigger for some people. Like, and people need to understand too. Your triggers have nothing to do with me.
Correct.
That's for real.
Correct.
Your triggers have nothing to do with me. So recently, I know you did a post, and it was interesting. And I see this all the time. You'll make a post, and you're always posting positive stuff, and everybody's just kind of scrolling by. But as soon as you post something they don't agree with, here come everybody and their mama.
Yes.
Here
Okay.
Here come the aggression.
Yes.
And here come
They be on me. What?
yeah.
I be like, damn, I said 50,000 inspirational things. You didn't say
Right.
a
You
word.
Not a
say,
peep.
good morning, y'all. Have a positive day. I love y'all. Y'all beautiful.
Right.
But then as soon as somebody says something controversial or something that the mass doesn't agree with,
Yep.
now I got 3,000 comments on my post. When I just said good morning, I had 2 likes and 1 comment.
Yeah, they vibe with me. They'll
Right.
vibe with me. No, I enjoy them. I actually enjoy a good, healthy debate, and I'll walk away if it gets too, But I enjoy people. I enjoy people with different perspectives. I enjoy them.
Yes, me too. Me too.
I
So,
think that's a vibe.
I
Like,
do too. I do too.
Everybody can't think the same,
Right.
Yeah.
If we all thought the
That's
same,
what
life
keep
would be
the world-
boring.
That's what keeps the world going around.
For sure.
So I did some research on relational aggression, ladies, and one of the questions was, what disorder is relational aggression associated with? So since we're talking about mental health awareness, and we're piggybacking off of your recent conversation, here's what I found out. This is actually associated with suicidal ideation and attempts on specific interactions. So it depends on how a person probably came up. It could depend on how a person had to manage relationships with others. Bullying is actually someone having some type of trauma towards maybe some type of social anxiety that
Right.
they experienced.
Defense mechanism.
Yeah, it's a defense
For
mechanism.
sure.
And I the mean girls mentality really is, it still blows me. People at 40 something years old.
Like Real Housewives. and
yeah, all
I
that.
would with all them
I would love to.
Bad Girls Club,
I would love to
Housewives
go
of
there
whatever
just
the
to be like,
hell.
They could not be my friends. I don't
Yeah.
like friends like that. I don't want to bother.
That's
just
stressful.
Yeah, it is
I don't
stressful.
I don't want to be in that space where I always feel like I have to be on the defense because something that I say may be taken wrong and out of context. I said this, but what you heard is that.
Right.
So now we bickering and beefing and fighting and arguing. I don't want to do all of that.
What about
Right.
how y'all feel about friends that you have to do the she just like that?
Nope.
Woo.
I'm not doing
No.
it.
No, because I think that's an enabler situation when your friends
Yes.
just allow you to be just like that and not
Yeah,
address
because-
that.
Listen, I'm
and
not
that's
doing it.
that's the part of call me out on my BS. If I'm talking crazy or if I sound crazy, whatever the case may be, or if I'm being aggressive, if I'm being rude, tell me that was rude.
Yeah.
That was aggressive. You can chill.
Friends,
Yeah.
calm down.
Yeah,
But
like
you have to understand because I was considered a mean girl. I didn't know that I was being a mean girl. And you looking like, wait, what? I can admit that I had a lot of trauma that I didn't recognize that I was projecting.
That's the
Yeah.
I had friends around me that was telling me that I'm like, y'all sensitive. And I still think people are sensitive. However,
For
I
sure.
am very protective of the people that I love. And I know I have to sit with my thoughts now and being like, now I'm going to say it this way because I don't want to hurt these people. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I understand that what I went through shouldn't be pushed onto them. as well.
Oh, that's
Wait,
girl.
I'm gonna
I gotta clap you for that.
Growth. Where people think
That's
I
right.
don't like me, so
Yes.
you think I'm blunt. I'm just being real with you.
I'm very-
And I'm
Yes.
not necessarily blunt. I just if you ask me something, I'm gonna give you an answer and you aren't used to an answer. You know what I mean?
correct.
You're used
Correct.
to people pacifying you, and I don't want
And I'm not gonna do
I
that.
don't want to leave. You know that about me. I
Yeah.
don't want to leave any uncertainties.
Right.
Like if I tell you
Because
that,
if it's a no, it's a
no.
and I can tell
And
you
tell
why,
me
but
that
sometimes
it's
I'm
a
not.
no.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm because I'm blunt and I'm real and I'm going to give you an answer when I ask a question or I make a statement and my response is a very gray area. I'm like, if it's a no, you can just tell me no. We're all adults.
Right.
So if
Let me
you don't,
piggyback off this though, y'all. And y'all got some, man, this is good. I like this. What about no response is a response?
It absolutely is.
100%.
Silence is
Do
the
I got a
loudest
bomb
answer.
for that?
Silence.
It works, y'all.
Silence is the loudest answer. Okay.
Yeah, silence is a response. So
Sure.
for me, that's protecting me. It's protecting my bubble, protecting my mental health.
Wait a minute, Flag. You
Let's
said
go.
when you don't respond?
Yes, if someone puts me in a position where I'm triggered or I feel like I can't continue on that conversation at the time,
I must have to take the bomb back.
I'm going to have to say I'm going to take the time because I feel like me removing myself to process what happened and also to not react off my emotions, I might need to separate myself. So you need to respect that I am not going to respond to you right now. And when I am ready, then we can have that conversation.
I think that's passive. Yeah, that's passive aggressive behavior.
I don't
to
think
me.
so.
Because you purposely shut me. Okay, we can use relationship for instance. If a guy you're dating a guy, y'all got into it, and he always chooses to be quiet and then regroup 3 days later or so. That's
no,
abuse.
it wouldn't.
That's
It wouldn't be
form of abuse.
unannounced. It wouldn't be unannounced. It'd be, I need my time right now.
I'm not in a space to
But what
Yeah.
if I
respond
say
to
when
this
you
right
time when
now.
you're ready to come back? What if I say I'm off that? I don't want to deal with that.
I mean, then that means that we're on a different level. Then we're completely on a different level. Like, exactly.
Because I've had that too, where I've had people shut down, but I also know that people tell me I shut down, but it's like, no, I just need time to process.
Yes.
Because if I'm acting off my emotions, I'm gonna hurt your fucking feelings.
Exactly.
See, I think that's something that people just need to work on. Conflict resolution skills. Because I can address something within that same time frame. I don't need days to think about it because it's gonna get worse.
Give me a good hour.
Sometimes it could take me days. It depends on what you did to me.
You heard that?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It depends on what you did to me. What about y'all? Let me see what he got. An unhealed person can offer nothing but more wasted time to someone new. No one in a relationship should feel that they can't communicate with your mate, standards and all.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's that
awesome.
walking out. You know how people be leaving, like completely leaving the house and all that. No, like
Listen,
But
if
if you
I
go
have,
off,
if we,
it's a problem.
if we're in a situation and it's getting heated, I need to cut it off. I'm sorry, I can't be there, and that's for my health and also to protect you. You know, because I'm not going to put myself in a position to where we're not going to move past that problem and nothing's going to get resolved. It's just going to get worse. I feel like it depends on who you're dealing with and it depends on what the issue is. And if you keep trying to reach me, keep trying to contact me, and I told you I need space, no response is a response.
But that's also disrespecting your boundaries.
Exactly. That's how I look at
When
it.
somebody tries to resolve the matter,
It's
If
not
you're
resolving the matter.
pushing. If one has said, just give me a minute, and you're pushing, like, well, tell me, well, what's wrong? Well, can we talk about? Just give me a minute.
Just
Like
give
we
me a
can,
minute. Let me
we can
breathe.
talk about it. We can discuss it. Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
no, yeah, I hear that, but I don't know how realistic that is.
I mean, it's
that leaves room for other people like myself, and it sounds like you too, to be like, all right, well, I ain't fucking with it. Like, I'm not doing
it really
that.
also depends on how long we known each other and the type of relationship that we have.
No,
But I
don't
really
care what it
feel
is.
like people. Well, that's you. That's you. That's your
I don't
opinion.
ever, because I want to have that relationship where you feel like you can talk to me under any climate. Like, I don't want you to feel like you gotta go sit somewhere for days and then come back, or like, I don't want you to ever feel like that. Whatever we got going on, I want you to know I love you enough to hear you out, even when you mad. You know what I mean?
And you know
to
what?
read through even
That
when
would
you
be
mad.
nice. That would be nice if that was something that, you know, that happened more often. But oftentimes that's not what's happening. People are pushing you and pushing you and pushing you to the point where they want to see a reaction from you. And
But
if
that
I
ain't a
feel
good
like
person. That ain't for you. That's
that's
you're
what
right.
I mean.
That's
Like
not the
then
person
that's
for
when
you.
I'm not going
But
to respond.
I
need
still
to
feel like
separate
I'm gonna
myself.
give you that. Like, hey, I love you, friend. You know, if you feel some type of way right now, shit.
That also comes back to how people were raised, because
Right.
I was raised in a household where they only knew how to argue.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not arguing with you. I'm gonna take my time to sit with my feelings and figure out how to respond to it in a better manner.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that comes from my background. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you.
That's
I'm not
another
gonna
thing.
energy.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna argue with you because I don't give a damn. I'm somewhere.
That's
I just
crazy
Don't
because a
feel
lot
like
of
it.
people feel like when you don't argue with them, I hate to resort this back to men, but some people, women too. Some people are so toxic they feel like if you don't do something toxic in response, that you don't love them.
Right.
Right.
And that's
Trauma
not it for me
bonding.
because I can get quiet. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I can get quiet. Like, okay, well, you got it,
Mhm.
and that could be perceived the wrong way too. Are you just ignoring me? You don't want to talk about what I want? No, like,
Or if you just say
like-
okay, and it's like, well, what you mean okay? I said okay.
Right.
Like there,
So
I
you
have
let 'em
nothing else to say. Like just okay. That's it.
Right.
It's
Just
a
let
real
me move
battle.
past this right now because sometimes I have to pick my battles, I think, because y'all just not gonna agree. Like we just not gonna agree on whatever is going on. And you trying to persuade me to agree with what you're saying. That's no. Like we can agree to disagree. Like,
For sure.
you know what I mean? So I think that's another piece that that contributes. So I want to dig in just a little bit deeper on that. What are some examples that maybe y'all had where y'all felt some type of social anxiety, or you felt vibes, energy, where you felt like maybe you needed to leave the situation, you felt like it maybe wasn't healthy for you at the time, and you just needed to go and be by yourself or something like that? I recently have experienced that where I feel vibes. Like I'm someone who I feel has a really strong intuition. And like if I step in the energy or a space where I feel like I'm not welcome, it's time to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But people will want to play around with your energy and pretend like they want you in the room when really that's not what they want. They just want to see you there uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Or put you in a compromising position. So I think that's kind of another piece that I feel like that needs to be talked about. Whether it's friends that you have. I don't know if you ever had a friend that took you somewhere and they know good and well you would not go to a spot like that. Or they know good and well, look, she laughing.
Girl, fuck you. We ain't got our buttons. Girl, fuck you.
She said we ain't got our buttons. I sit out the corner. Press it.
What we put that?
You got the Oh, okay.
But I said I knew it was coming. It's okay. I'm the ratchet friend and you're not. It's okay.
Oh my goodness,
It's
y'all.
completely okay.
Or even like put you in like a dangerous situation and you like, now you know this ain't cool. You know, so you got to separate yourself and move yourself from that situation. Friend, it's obviously something wrong with you. It's something wrong with you. Why do you got me here? You know good and well this is not safe for us. Like you got a death wish tonight. Like this is some risky shit. Right.
See, I'm a dangerous one, but I won't take nobody with me.
Right.
She like,
Yeah,
I'm
like,
gonna do it alone.
If I'm going to play in the hood, then I'm gonna get somebody my location, and I ain't gonna take nobody with me because I know everybody don't do that. So that's fine.
Yeah, I
can
ain't
go by
going to no
myself.
after set, but I go to like
She said, I'm gonna turn up.
I've been to a couple after sets.
I've been in my time, but not like right now. Like
Yeah, maybe not right now. But
yeah,
I used to
I've been.
stay at the after
No,
set.
I ain't do that.
I go from the club to the after set to work.
I don't know. I'm tired. You a G.
So I recently just had this social anxiety situation come up Saturday. I'm a firm believer in who all over there.
Me too. Who there?
What?
Who there?
I'm going. If I want to go, I don't care who's over there.
See, and I'm calling her like,
Who gonna be there?
I don't
Who
care.
over there and who did you invite? Because I know that I have trauma with people who
Right.
I don't with.
Correct.
So just recently, my sister. Today is actually my sister's birthday.
oh, happy birthday.
Shout out, sister.
Happy birthday.
She deals with people who I have trauma with, who I'm trying to move past those triggers. So when she invited me to something, it was like, all right, who's going to be there? Because I know through my therapy that I can't expect me not to be triggered, but I also know that my triggers can't control me. So I prepared myself before going, but before I left, it was like, nope. So I definitely took myself out because it was like, I can deal with one trigger in a room. I can't deal with all three of them.
Man, that's powerful, sis.
Like, today, I I'm not gonna trigger myself.
Right. I love that. I
See,
love
I'm the
that.
opposite. I'm going to the party. I'm making you uncomfortable.
That's how
She said she going to the party and gonna make you uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm in here.
Because I can be so.
No,
unbothered.
that's deep though. That's deep.
That is deep.
Understanding what's going on, But like sometimes people do that, and then they want you to like kind of alter what's going on with you. Like I'm not changing my party plans because you're triggered. No, to stay at home.
Right.
Like,
Right.
Don't hold me to that because I'm
Right.
not triggered.
Correct. I'll remove myself from the situation or I just won't go.
Yep.
If I know such and such is going to be over there or this is what y'all plan to do at this event, I'm not comfortable with that. That's going to make me very uncomfortable. So
Right.
I'm just not going to go, or I'm going to go before y'all get to doing whatever y'all doing, or whoever is that you invited before they get there. I'm going to come have a drink with you, hug, happy birthday. Okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
Right.
That's cool. That's a compromise.
I like that.
But we had that conversation prior to, like, she was like, I want you to come. However, I know this person is coming, this person's coming. I'm just like, I appreciate you, but have a good time.
Yeah.
I made a post yesterday and I said, can you be friends with people who are friends with people who don't like you or don't fuck with you?
As an adult,
They
yes.
hopped on her ass.
They was on it. I got a lot of comments on that
As
post.
an adult, yes. As a child, no. With my growth, absolutely.
That's what that was my response. Years ago, 5 years ago, I would have said, hell no.
I have different friend groups and it's completely
That's-
okay.
Yeah.
Like we're all adults. If you can, I can say like, okay, I know that your friend, whoever they may be, they particularly don't care for me, but that doesn't mean that I can't be in the same room with them or that I can't hang out with you because you hang out with them. We don't all have to socialize at the same time.
Yeah.
I think I can to a certain degree. I just ended. I had a friend. We were friends. It was new friendship, like maybe a couple years, and she had a friend who was a mean girl. And so because I'm a little bit sometimes more reserved, like I'm looking around, checking out the scene, and I may not be saying anything. So I think she thought I was like some type of punk or something. So she was like,
Don't test the gangster now.
talk shit about me all the time, and then she would say just like off stuff, and I would just ignore it because I'm like, girl, I'm a grown ass woman. I'm not finna whatever. You ain't finna have me locked up in jail for beating your ass. So let me just, mind my business. So I wouldn't say nothing. But then as I started to like really listen and pay attention, I realized that my friend was telling her my business. And so I was
that wasn't
like,
no
okay,
friend.
that's why she keep on saying stuff. So that like the last straw was we was at a birthday party and she came in the room and she wanted so bad for me to pay her attention. But the week prior, I was on the phone. My friend was on the phone. She called in and said, oh yeah, Nicole over here. And then she said something about me being a non-factor.
Wow.
So I was like, all right. So we at the party now. She come in. She want me to pay her attention. I was completely unbothered, completely ignored her, act like she wasn't there. She was highly bothered by that. So now we're at a kid's party. And I say, well, I'm finna leave because I'm not about this. So I go to another side. She followed me over there. So finally at the party, I was like, bitch, you know I'll beat your ass. You know what I mean? Like, quit fucking with me. Like, I'm not trying to do all that. I can't go to jail. I love my job. I don't want to go to jail. And I'm trying to relax.
Trying to be good.
And so finally me and the girl
live your
started
best
being
life.
friends because I was like, I can't. Because if you invite me to your house, then the next thing I know, she show up and then she talking shit to me. We're gonna have a whole nother type of problem.
See, I just don't
So I
understand
just
that
had to
level of
just
petty.
All right.
Grown women.
Well,
Grown women.
I'm with you though. Her friend telling her business. I think that when you try to do those friendships like that, you get caught in a situation.
Yeah.
Because if I even know that your mutual friend was talking about me and you were listening, then me and you got a problem.
We got a problem.
Loyalty wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you should have my
I'm
back.
like, I don't hear nothing about her business.
Yeah, loyalty wise.
Defending me in private in rooms that I'm not even in matter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I just didn't care enough to try to fix the relationship because I was just like, all the fuck you do is talk about red bottoms and Gucci purses. I don't want to hear about that all day.
Yeah,
you
that's
didn't have no substance, no way.
Yeah.
That's all they would talk about. I'm like, if you know me, you know I don't give a shit about none of that.
Yeah.
I don't care about nothing. Don't talk to me about no Gucci purse or no red bottoms. I don't give a shit. They not gonna pay me. They not gonna pay me for nothing. They ain't giving me no money.
They definitely
making
are
no
not.
money
You ain't no
off that.
sponsor or none of that. I feel that, y'all. So, Yes, I think so far this has been a really, really good conversation. Thank y'all for tuning in. We got some more comments there. I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to say your name, sir, but Unapologetic said every action doesn't need a reaction at that time, especially if emotions are involved. Also, it depends on place on a respectful level. It also depends on the approach. Okay, I vibe with that. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Definitely depends on the approach, because you can. It's goes back to it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right.
And
I'm working on that.
but there's a difference between being blunt and being rude. There's a very thin line in being blunt and being rude. You can say what you have to say and be blunt about it, but still courteous. You don't have to be rude.
I'm working on that because I found to understand that a lot of people think it's okay for them to say what they want to say, but when you respond, then you
right.
That
No,
ain't
that's
okay.
not. That's
Yeah,
not okay.
That's not okay.
I ain't baby.
She's I'm still working.
Yeah,
it's
like,
not.
You talking? We doing that. We doing that. I'm
We are.
Correct.
I thought you was down with that.
They didn't give me the name, the real one for no reason.
I'm gonna say what I gotta
say.
say.
But
Absolutely.
I can't receive, like, if you give it back to me, like, I'm not gonna run off with my feelings hurt and be like, I may not necessarily receive it in that moment, but I will go and think about it and reflect and be like, you know what, she was right. Let me get my shit
Right.
together.
Right. I like that. All good information, y'all. So take heed. Healing is, to me, a long-term journey.
For sure.
I don't feel, it's a lifetime journey. So when people throw it out there like you need to be healed, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of triggers a little bit. It's triggering because it's like, yes, I'm working on that. That's something that I want to reach the finish line and I want to dive into. Yeah. But some things just cut you so deep that it can take some time.
And healing doesn't happen overnight. It don't happen in a week. It don't. For some, it don't even happen in a year. Nicole said it's a lifetime journey. Like I've seen social media posts that said, "Come healed." How? But are you right?
It's not.
Are you completely healed? You may say you are. You may think you are, but in reality, are you healed? ED past tense.
I think the difference in being healed and what they're considering being healed is not being triggered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not being bothered by it.
Heal, yeah.
So I think we had mentioned it on the last podcast.
Hey.
Healing is like a spiral. So like I'm gonna start here, but I'm gonna come back because something else is gonna trigger me. But I'm gonna constantly be moving in my healing journey.
Yes.
So it ain't no end point to it.
It's definitely not an end point to it. So it becomes really, really difficult in some cases when you're building relationships or you're working on your current relationships for people to understand that. Like, yes, I responded this way. I was triggered. My bad. You know what I mean? Like, not that there's an excuse for it, but I do feel like we have to recognize our triggers, and then it's okay to explain to someone I was triggered, and it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You didn't know my triggers, but that's what happened, and this is why I reacted the way that I reacted.
Absolutely.
So I think owning
it.
Yeah, just kind of owning it. So taking that accountability. What I really, really hate is when people see their friends unhealed or people that they love unhealed and they enable them and encourage them to do dumb shit. Like, you might see your friend hanging out a window, twerking like, whatever. She might have some deep down, unresolved issues with herself, her confidence, her self-esteem or whatever. And she might have on something that she probably shouldn't be wearing. You love her, you care about her. We're in this new age though, where it's like, wear what you want to wear, expose yourself, do whatever. That's what we're in. But maybe you tell your friend, that's not flattering on you.
Right.
Am I wrong for that?
I don't think
that's not flattering on you.
I don't think you're wrong for that. I think it's hard. Like I said, it's hard for people to hold their friends accountable in situations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's just like women getting with men that they know aren't good for them. Like it's hard to friend in those moments. You know what I mean? When your friend like, oh, I really like him, but he's terrible for her. You know what I mean? And you know what he does to her because it reflects, when she's out with you or talking to you or hanging with you.
You know how she was before they met. Yeah. And now I see a completely different person now that you're with him. Our conversation, you and I conversation is different. your actions are different. Your energy is
It's
different.
Yeah.
And
So-
I'm saying, I'm talking from a loving place. Like, hey, that ain't a
Right,
good look
right,
on you. He
right.
really taking you down, you know. But that turns into a hater, right?
Right. Right.
I-
And
I've
that's
had
tough.
to have those conversations, and it took the collective group of friends to sit down and friend and be like,
Intervention.
I was just
You-
about to say.
we can see you draining. Like, she was pale, and she didn't see it while she was in it until afterwards. She was like, even looking at my pictures, like, I didn't look like me, and I was like,
Mhm.
but it took
Wow.
her to get out of it in order for her to see that. So it is a hard conversation to have, but
That's necessary.
It was-
though.
It is.
it was hard for us to see. 'Cause we was like, we don't know how she gonna take this.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it definitely helped. Maybe
Yeah.
not right there in that moment, but
Yeah.
it helped.
After the fact, yeah. Yeah.
How did she react though when you came to her? Was she open to the conversation? Was she okay?
She was open, but she was just like, I still have to take my time with it. And I
Right.
respect that. Like, your journey is your journey. So whatever you supposed to learn about yourself in that moment, learn it. Because I'm not God. I can't tell you when the journey ends. But at the same time, like, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
let you know.
Yeah, I just be
Yeah.
feeling like, don't put that off on me though. Like, because you're in a terrible relationship, you know it whether you say it or not, and your actions show. Don't put that on me. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, where they like, everything is negative, everything like I just don't be feeling that. Like, I want you to be with somebody that's good for you, that helps you. You know,
For sure, that's
be a better
promoting your growth, promoting like good energy, good vibes that I can see. Friend, you glowing, you smiling. Like, I love this. Okay.
I use
Yeah.
cocoa butter.
I think when, like those type of friendships, I've learned to know my place.
Mhm.
So like if
Yeah.
they say today we gonna whoop his ass, I'm putting on my black, we gonna whoop his ass. And then they say tomorrow stay on my business, I'm still
See, and you're not gonna take me on that roller coaster. I've chosen not to ride those rides.
right.
I don't want to hear that shit. Like, you done had 50,000 niggas. You know what this shit look like. Like, at some
50,000
point,
niggas.
you gotta get with it. Like,
You
you
right,
know
though.
what the signs are for fuck nigga. Like,
Facts.
She wow.
I'm like,
And let's be
I love
clear.
her
Talk
though.
about
She be
protecting
on
peace.
point with that shit.
We gotta understand that we can allow our friends to vent, but they not ready for our advice.
Response.
Yes.
Yes.
no, that's cool, but you're not gonna dump on me. I'm no trash can.
Listen,
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? I'm no trash can. We not gonna
I
keep
let you
doing it.
vent
Right.
once or twice, and then afterwards it's gonna be like, no.
And I don't want you to feel like I don't fuck with you because I don't want to allow that.
Right.
But
But
friend,
you
I gotta,
hear
I
it.
need to hear the love. You know what I mean? And you're giving a lot
That's
of
good. That's
Yeah.
darkness. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
sometimes
and
they-
especially
that's
if
your
you don't want my response, like you said, I'm gonna let you vent once or twice, but after that, now I feel
What
like
is you doing?
I need to
Yeah,
interject.
do something.
What's the action? What's the action
Correct.
after
Okay,
that?
so
I know
you
you fucked
said-
up whether you said or not. Your Facebook post say it.
Right.
You
Hello.
ain't pick those memes for nothing, sis.
Right.
Come on, talk about
They
it.
related to you. They resonated.
Past the
But
collection
whatever,
plate.
whatever you say.
We got a comment from Bianca. Hey Bianca, she said healing is a constant and ever-changing journey. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. I'm still healing. I'm healing from a lot of situations and
Amen.
But people normally do like trauma bonding.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they get
Yeah.
with people that they can continue that behavior with.
Mhm.
If they
That's
love
true.
on each other, they love on each other, and they can continue to do fuck shit together. And
Correct.
That's true.
Talk
That's
about
true.
facts.
We was in
Like,
we was in the trenches together. You know, we be out here.
we was sad together.
Right.
We was fucked up
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, like
and we felt
okay,
comfortable in
like
that light, like,
at one point are y'all going to come out of that as a
Right.
collective, like you said, trauma bonding? Okay, so y'all were there or you are there now. At what point do you come out of that?
Mm.
How
That's
long? How
powerful.
is it going? Are you going to grow past it, or are you just content in your fucked up situation,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
sadness, your all of
Right.
that?
Your stagnant
Correct.
behavior.
Correct.
Yeah, that's hard to watch too, especially you can be vocal with those people, and sometimes they'll come at you and be like, "That's not your place," and it's like, "Well, what
And
is
at that
my
point,
place?"
I'm gonna shut the
Listen.
fuck up because
Right.
clearly you don't want my help.
right? You don't
because
want my help, so don't
As-
vent to
like
me.
she
then.
said, I'm coming. If I'm your friend, you should know that I'm coming to you from a loving place.
Right.
And if you're telling me that's not my place, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna back up, and I'm gonna let you continue to be fucked up until
You ready?
you're ready to acknowledge that you're fucked up. You want some help in your action plan. You want to have an action plan. Maybe you don't know what said action plan is right
yeah,
now,
Yeah,
but the fact that you want to have an action plan. All right, now sit down. Let's talk about it.
right. I like that.
what about situations for y'all? Situations where you feel like you can't be happy with the people around you. Like where you have to hide your happiness. I've had to do that so often because I try it myself. I try to find the light in the day, right? Every day.
Of course.
And a lot of people don't process that way. I get that. But now you find yourself kind of like holding back on your happiness because you don't want to make them feel some type of way.
That's
tough because you don't want to hurt them, but you also can't.
You can't dim your light.
Right. I'm celebrating my wins, okay?
But
I'm not trying to.
Sometimes you're around people that you love that aren't winning or don't recognize the wins, right? And now you recognize the wins. You healing. You doing what you need to do to work on you. And now even a mate, right? You get with your man and he negative as hell. He don't got no supportive vibes on none of that. And now you like, I ain't gonna. What is it? Be silent with your wins or whatever. But I've made a post. You shouldn't have to. Correct. If you're around people that want to see you win, right? Correct. But a lot of times we do hold on to our happiness because it might trigger somebody. But why is my happiness triggering you?
Right. If
I've definitely done that. Not knowingly doing it, but I've done it.
That goes back to if we are friends, like we're said we're friends, then you should know that me celebrating my wins is not like it shouldn't be triggering to you. I'm not trying to downplay, I'm not trying to downplay you. I'm not trying to shit on you. I'm just celebrating me. I've been consistent with X, Y, and Z for 7 days when before you couldn't even get me commit to that shit for 2 hours.
But you got those friends that they say they love you, but every time you got an event for you, anything, something come up.
Right.
But you also said that you got certain friends that you rock with in certain situations.
That's
you
true.
ain't gonna always invite those same friends that's sad all the time to your happy situation.
But you
right.
So why can't I invite you down? It started being like, damn, like, you know.
That means then you start to question, like, should you even be in my life?
But I think they eventually leave. You know,
they do. They fall off.
Leave. Yeah.
So because you become unable to reach. Like once you get too high, they ain't able to reach.
They minimize that contact. Yeah.
So y'all, I'm listening, but I'm thinking about. So I had a situation this weekend where I realized that my guy and his mother that they got some sort of weird. I don't know how to explain it, but she not like that, but she triggers him. Oh. So we went to a party for his auntie. We was having a blast. We was drinking. We was having fun, and then she is in an abusive relationship. The mother. So she every time she gets in,
Is they watch?
No.
Okay.
So
like,
every time they get
into, be like that bitch. Like
she might. But every time they get into her and her man get into a altercation, she calls him. No, he loved his mama,
as he should,
and so he was going crazy. So I'm like, you gonna have to relax yourself. So he was going crazy, but then as soon as we get there to see about her, then he like, I'm killing that nigga, or I'm whooping that nigga ass, or whatever the case may be.
Wow.
Then her response was, if you do something to him, I'm gonna call the police on you. I'm like, what is going on?
She has some healing work to do.
Yeah,
she has to love her son enough to not even put him in those situations.
They arguing. I'm telling him, relax, like just hold on a minute, because she bloody. I'm trying to clean her up. She got glass in her feet. So I'm like, you need to walk away for a minute. Let me deal with her for a minute. And so they leave or whatever. So when he leaves. So now it's me and her. Then she starts saying, when my son drink, he this, he that. And I'm like, y'all just did the same thing.
Yeah.
But he couldn't be my man. And I'm like,
it sounds like she's looking for her protection out of her son. So she's looking for those daddy issues to be healed through her child.
Right.
But then she's also not even allowing him to.
As soon as he show up to try to find you, then it's like, if you do something to him, I'm gonna call the police on you, or whatever. But it's like, it just,
she needs some healing.
It was wild. Like,
so she's putting y'all in these situations, and she's telling him what's going on, and he knows she's being harmed. She doesn't want him to do anything about it, though.
She called him every time, because from the time we left from the car to her house, she probably called him 10 times, screaming, hollering, crying. And then when he get there,
it's like don't touch him, don't do anything.
So I'm like, why did you call him? You know how he gonna react. You know he gonna go crazy. You know how he feel. about his mom and he don't want nothing to happen to his mom.
That's
Right.
abuse,
You know,
in a situation.
that's what I said.
That's her abusing him.
Manipulation.
Because we
Yeah.
had an argument where he didn't talk to me for 2 weeks because I said she not gonna leave that relationship till she ready.
Right.
He said, but that's my mom. I said, she gonna stay.
He needs
till
to find
she
another
ready.
way to love her.
And that's what I said.
Like there
was a
needs to be
whole-
some
it was
type of
more, you know,
resolve. And
more
if he don't
parts to
set
it,
these
but-
boundaries, it's going to affect not just him, but everybody around him. Which
Right.
we know
Absolutely.
And he
is
has
already
kids?
Because
doing.
he has one daughter.
Wow.
But yeah, it got crazy. Like it was crazy where he lived in Chicago, where I literally was like, you know what, fuck all of y'all, and I went home at 4:30 in the morning. I
Wow.
was like, I'm out of here, and drove back home.
You're not
I was
wrong.
like,
You have to
highway
get
was
away
clear.
from that.
Yeah, it was
Highway
clear.
was
But actually,
clear.
I was 13, so it wasn't that bad. But I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this. And so then the next day, he was like, because then we was drinking.
Mhm.
And then he was like, why didn't I wake up with you? I said, oh, you don't remember? But I bet you that shit don't happen no more.
Ooh.
Wow.
But the mother do the same thing. She was at the party acting a fool. I said,
We gonna add them to the prayer list.
Yeah.
like seriously,
Yeah.
because
That's why people be like, I don't want him to have no mama.
but it's just like that.
Right.
It's almost like they trauma bonding.
No kids,
Yeah,
no
that's-
mama.
that's-
No
It's like
nothing.
they trauma bonding. Like their relationship is toxic, and so a couple times I had to tell him, I ain't doing that. Like I won't be arguing. I'll be like, I'm not doing that with you. Go talk to your mama. I'm not going to do that.
You're not wrong.
You
You
know,
got to
so
take
that's
yourself out of
y'all.
it because now you worrying yourself with the situation.
No, not really.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got to take yourself out of it so that, you know, because even now you're
Right.
concerned. You're truly concerned about it.
Right. But I think that the way that I spoke to him, like when I was just like, hey, like I was real gentle with him about it. I think that was something different. Like he wasn't used to that. You know, he used to, because they was literally screaming and hollering, and I was just looking.
I was gonna
at them.
ask you that. How was
What
y'all
the hell is
dynamic
happening?
with you being so
You know.
mellow and her being so aggressive?
But she really liked me, so she was.
No, you and
know,
him. I'm talking like because that's a
Well, it did
completely
lead
different
to
thing.
like me and him getting into an argument because I told him to get the hell out of here. Like, let me deal with her. Get the hell out of here.
So what about now?
You
Just
know.
surface like, hey, you don't respond the way I'm used to.
No, it's cool because so that was Saturday going to Sunday. So then he called me Sunday, and then he was like, all right, we're gonna have to talk about this. So I went back, and then we sat and had like a whole conversation. I'm like, I'm not sure like what you used to.
Can you hear me?
Well, let me tell you about me.
Yeah, I think that's.
I'm
cool,
not, but that was our first like of course we've had arguments. But that was our first like.
though. No, I think that's cool
Major.
that you were patient with him. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't show patience. You know what I mean? To understand that someone you identify like, hey, you come from this type of environment and I'm
Right,
work
but
with
I'm
you.
not, and that's because I've done the healing work. Because don't get me wrong, my relationship with my ex-husband was a hot food mess.
Yeah.
We was super toxic. You know what I mean? And I told him, I said, what you might not know about me is I was hurt.
What do y'all think about that? Like, what's with the toxic trend? Like,
People
why
love
is
it.
everybody embracing being toxic?
Because they watched this stupid ass reality.
It's love.
That's crazy.
It's love.
That's what they've been.
That's what
shown.
I
they
don't
yeah.
want that type
If
of
that
love.
if
I
that's
don't
what they're
want-
if that's
I
what
don't
they're
want
used
toxic
to,
love.
then it's comfortable to them.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
So if I'm used to all of my relationships, familial relationships, romantic relationships, if I'm just used to always everybody around me is toxic, when Nicole comes in and she's speaking to me very gently, this is new for me. I don't know how to react.
Mhm.
Or maybe I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like because I'm used to all the fussing and fighting and screaming and yelling and all of
The
that.
drama.
So now I'm thinking that's what love is. That's how I know that my people love me. Now if she's speaking gently to me, so you don't like me? What's up?
She just said that.
That's interesting.
It's that's just like people love people that they can't get a hold to. Like how do
Yeah,
people?
like-
This is weird, but I don't understand how people have these close connections with celebrities.
That's a good
I'm
one.
not
Yeah.
fucking telling you.
They
happy
will
birthday.
defend them
Like,
to the
I don't
end.
care about your birthday. like, but you don't. But your people that you see on a regular, you
You
won't
don't-
tell them happy birthday.
Ooh.
I don't give a fuck about a celebrity.
That's called
birthday.
jealousy.
Right.
No money in my pocket.
No
They-
money. The one who
Correct.
acknowledge you, don't know you, don't
Exactly,
care.
Yeah, no.
But somebody right here, you fail to do that. Like that's
They
weird
get really
Ain't that
invested in their
crazy?
relationships
That's
too.
crazy.
Yes.
They know
Like
everything
Krishan
about
and
them.
Blueface, for
Yes.
example.
I ain't never seen an episode. I ain't watched a clip.
Nope, I will
Oh,
not.
I watched the clip, but it was like real super toxic. I want to hook her,
Of
like
what?
Krishan and
And Blueface.
No, but that's the ideal young people relationship.
I wish the
Yeah.
fuck
I
I
don't
would.
want it. I do not
No,
want
they
it.
want it because that's all they see.
That will not be the relationship my child has with any young lady.
That's because you're around. A lot of
'Cause
kids
I'm
are
not finna
raised
play.
by, because I was raised by TV. So my grandmother raised me, but I was raised by Family Matters. I saw how family's supposed to operate, right? Family Matters, Full House, and
Right.
y'all know all that.
Step by step.
Yeah, Fresh Prince. Like I saw
Yeah.
all that, so I'm like, okay, that's how family's supposed to look. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's what I did. You got a lot of kids. You got a lot of kids watch. Thank you. You got a lot of kids watching bullshit shows.
Right.
They're like, oh, my nigga supposed
Right.
to beat me sometimes, but he loved me because he bought me something, or you know.
That
We
drives me
supposed to be in the
crazy
house
see.
tussling and then go lay down together.
And my mama
We
at
could
work,
be in the
so
house
I'm watching
tussling,
what
but
I'm
we
watching.
tussling in the bed.
That's the only
So
place
I
we're supposed to be
like
tussling.
what
What?
you said, like at the end of the day, it really is a choice. Like you made me like I don't know your whole situation, but you said that your grandmother raised you, but you understood, like you took the time and say, I'm gonna make a choice. Like I ain't doing this, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like, it really is a choice. Like they don't have to do all this stuff that they see.
Yeah, you
Well,
gotta
well,
decide
you
not
have
to be a
given
part of the
choice
cycle.
too, though.
Right.
They're not given the choice. You only have the street, which is 10 times worse, right? You probably live a horror story inside your house.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you see on the internet or whatnot, or what you hear, is all bad. So
And people
everything
just,
around you is bad. I never had a choice. I don't know what.
What
This is
another-
like a lot of
there's
kids.
not
Yeah.
another
I
option.
come from 53206, right? So
Me too.
Gang.
okay, so a lot of people, y'all know over there, a lot of them can't afford cable and things like that. So they only watch what's like we was watching MASH and shit. So how
I remember them
that's
days.
not going right. So they went
Matlock.
outside, and whatever you saw outside was what it was. But yeah,
Yep.
when you don't have choices, you probably make the worst decisions, especially when your mama or your daddy on drugs or bad. It's bad in your house for real.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of people feel like there's choices. I don't think so.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of just get stuck in that and they try and figure out how to get out. A lot of them don't have a support system
A lot of
to-
these people,
to
I
put
went,
them
y'all know
in a better
Andrew
position.
Douglas?
Mhm.
I spoke there a couple times. My homegirl has a program there for girls, so I spoke there a couple times, and a lot of them haven't even been on an airplane. They in 6th grade. Not to say you gotta go to the airplane in 6th grade, but
They haven't
they
even been to
haven't
the
traveled
lakefront.
anywhere
Yeah.
outside of their neighborhood. They haven't been to the lake. They have
Mhm.
not been to the mall. Because they can go to Uncle Joe's on Titanium Capitol. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
haven't been outside of the perimeter of their house, of their home.
Mhm.
What do you expect me to learn?
Right.
Most people, especially nowadays, there's no doctor, no lawyer, no nothing.
Right.
So what am I learning? My mom's not even a nurse; she's a PCW. Like you know what I mean? Like she's working sun up to sundown to provide for us. Like
Right. And a
what
lot
do you
of
expect me
times
to
they're
learn?
not there because they work
Mhm.
in 12, 16-hour shifts.
That's true.
And so they kind of raising themselves off of TV, social media, and learning from their friends' relationships within those households because they spend a lot of time at their house or they're at home alone doing whatever they're doing.
Or my
in the
mama
streets.
boyfriend there, but that's a whole other subject.
Come on,
That's
talk
definitely a
Ooh,
whole other
yeah.
subject.
Mm-mm.
And
You
that
already
one can get pretty deep for sure. For sure.
But yeah, we're gonna talk about that tonight, so I ain't gonna get into that too much.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, that's definitely some things that people need to pay attention to and put
And
some
believe
action
them.
behind it. Yeah, believe people when they tell
That's
that.
right.
That also goes. That's another topic I wanted to talk to you about. I just seen something recently where they were saying people are telling you that they're depressed. People are telling you that they're hurting. People are telling you they don't got it together. They're saying I need help, and everybody's just like pray about it.
Mm-mm.
Talk to God about it. Yes, talk to God about it. But
Man, even the
what
Bible
else?
say faith without works is dead. So
That's-
He gives us resources.
I'm a church girl at heart, but I'm not just gonna go to God.
Yeah.
It's the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit. It's the mind, the body, and the soul. Like I mean, you have to do all of the things. God didn't create nobody that can give you, you know what I'm saying, therapy if He ain't gonna tell you to go take advantage of it.
exactly.
Like I prayed for a long time. I didn't see the results I wanted.
Mhm.
I went to therapy and
Not
I'm seeing the
fast,
results. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I didn't see it. And it was
Yeah.
just like, okay, well, I got past this one part, but like you said, I was stagnant because I could only do so much.
Right.
I didn't have nobody telling me, no, sis, you're wrong. No, sis, this is what it looks like on the outside.
Mhm.
So you have to do what it takes. Like, ain't no,
You got to do
oh,
the
I'm
work.
just gonna pray about it.
Right. Ain't no just
You
I'm gonna
gotta
pray
pray
about it.
and
And what else you gonna do?
comma,
Yep. Yep.
exclamation point. Like it's a lot more to
I
it.
love that.
Yeah, take some action. Gotta take place too.
Yeah, yeah. You got to find either the confidence within yourself to push yourself to find the help that's out there, to use the resources that's out there.
Mhm.
I really, really feel for the people that don't have that yet, that mindset, that mind frame yet. And so it is on the people who are supposed to love them to say, look, what do you need from me? You need me to watch your baby so you can go to work?
Right.
You need me to take your child for a few hours?
Yeah.
Do you need me to take you somewhere?
Do you just need me to show up and be quiet? With
Do you
Correct.
just need me to listen?
Well, that's because everybody trying to trump their trauma. So
Oh,
my trauma. Oh, I'm going through this. I can't help you with that.
Yeah.
Because I serve as a strong friend. You know what I mean? And y'all don't know my story, but I had a lot of stuff going on with my daughter, and I still served as a strong friend throughout that process. And that's wrong. That was wrong. Anybody that was around me, I out loud, that was wrong. I've been battling depression myself for a couple of years now since everything happened. Me even saying that to people still hasn't resonated with people. You know what I mean?
Because they see you as a strong.
Because I'm
A
still
strong
moving.
person.
I'm still going.
I'm still
but I
depression
can't
look
all
like
the
a lie.
things. Yeah, the work, I can't stop moving. The
Life
world
doesn't stop.
Right.
Correct.
You still got to do what you got to do.
Right. So, but like she said, like just hearing them, like, oh, that's sad.
A lot of people
But
don't
girl,
hear
listen,
you.
listen to what I got going on, though. You know what
Right,
I
A
mean?
lot of people
right.
don't
You
listen to
right,
you when
you
you
right.
say I'm depressed. They be like, they not listening for a response. Hey, how you doing? They not listening for your response.
Right.
They especially like, oh, I'm good. How you doing?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm fucked up.
When you actually say that to people, they shocked by it. Like,
Yeah.
And a lot of people still won't hear you.
They don't.
Are
like,
you okay?
Oh,
They won't
okay,
hear you.
girl. No. Baby girl, I
You
said
hear
I'm
me? I
fucked
said
up.
I'm fucked up.
right, right. I just
Right.
said that I'm not sleeping at night. I can't eat. Like
Are you okay? No. Wait, what?
they shocked to hear. Like,
you probably gotta go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Really know. Like, if
Yeah.
people really get down with you like that, you probably gotta go eat. Like, I was just telling her earlier, I don't know what's going on with me right now. Like, I'm almost feeling. I don't know if y'all know what vertigo is.
Yeah.
I'm always feeling
I got it.
vertigo-ish, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's my sinus because it's bad air quality or whatnot.
Mhm.
But I've been treating that. But I said tomorrow I'm gonna go to urgent care. However, my body is like,
you feel a
it's-
change in
yeah,
your body.
but I'm also about to be 40 next year. You know what I mean? So I don't know
Yeah.
if that's that. You know, I don't know. But you have nobody to really talk to that can relate to that because again, everybody's so self. all
Yeah.
the time. Or what you can do.
You
for
got
me.
vertigo,
Yeah.
but I'm about to pass out. Like,
I'm hot.
Do you
Like,
like sis? Do
I
you know
didn't
what
ask-
vertigo feel like? It can come on at any point.
like
It's hard for me to drive because I don't know if I'm a
I was
like.
like,
Yeah.
I'm dizzy too. I woke up dizzy.
I woke up
didn't,
dizzy.
like-
Back up, water is good, too.
Oh no, I've been drinking tons of water. Yeah, I don't know. It comes and it goes. Like right now, I'm fine. But earlier today, I did feel that. But again, I cut my grass the other day, so I don't know if it was the air quality. Like I did feel weird after that. Yeah, I'm just getting old.
Like she said, people try to trump your trauma.
Yeah.
I'm doing this, but you say I'm this. Well, I'm that.
Well, I'm
Like,
worse
not-
off than you.
Right.
Like, it's a competition or
It's not.
something.
It's not a competition.
Right.
I actually want you. Even if I just might be worse than you, that's not why you call me. That's
Right.
not why you're here. That's not what we're talking about right now.
This
So,
moment is for you.
correct. You came to me for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. Well, I got that going on too. Well, I'm worse off than because that's not that as a friend. That's not what the fuck I want to hear.
Nope, that's not
That's
what
not-
they,
that's not what
that
you wanna
shouldn't
hear
be
if
a
you're
response.
If you're coming to me to tell me something, you feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable with me. First of all, that says something about our friendship that you feel
Yes.
comfortable enough to bear your insecurities to me, be vulnerable with me. Now, if my response is, well, I'm more fucked up than you, that's gonna cause you to retreat.
Exactly. You're not gonna want to confide in me no more. You're not
Correct.
gonna want to tell me anything.
Because now that's
Yeah.
not why you call me. That's not why you're over here. That's not why you're in my face. You
And
wanted-
sometimes it can make that person go into a deeper depression. And now it's- Yeah. Now they turn into drugs and all these other
Mhm.
things, suicidal thoughts, all types of stuff, and it's just it's hard to grasp that for some people, but it's the real deal. Like that's the truth of it all. Is everybody not doing perfect? Like, and I hate that people try to act like they're not experiencing things, like they don't
social
have
media gives us a false reality because 9 times out of 10 we're only posting
The
the
good
good
stuff.
stuff. We're not posting when we're fucked up. We're not posting when I just lost my job. I'm
Yeah.
not posting that I don't got no food in my house. I'm not posting that me and my mama just got into it. I'm not posting that me and my man just got into it. I just put his ass out, but I'm gonna take him back tomorrow.
right. I'm gonna take
And
it back
sorry,
tomorrow.
when you
I'm
have
not-
a boyfriend and all that. When you have a man
Listen, I've been that friend that,
However,
somebody asked me for something.
don't cry and post it because
I'm laughing. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. I've definitely
crying
been
and
that.
you posting, you got time to do this to make sure the angle right.
You know what?
Sis, I'm sorry. I'm not.
I mentioned
It's
earlier,
hard for me to
I'm
empathize with
fucking
that.
I see a lot, and I had those young girls come in there, and they be in there crying, and I'll be like, let me tell you something, girl. First of all, go get some fucking birth control. Don't have not another damn baby.
That's a
Yeah.
whole topic, my baby.
You want baby number 4.
She done learned
You
her
are
lesson after number 1.
22.
I
Go
did.
sit your hot ass down.
Right.
The next thing, you 2 months behind on your rent.
Mm.
But every time I come over there, I'm on property. There's a nigga over there. Why? Help me understand.
Right.
Pastor Joe
Help
is
me
paying
understand.
$150 for 15 minutes or
I'm just
$125.
like, help me understand. Like, your
What?
rent should not be behind. You got a nigga laying up
Priorities
with you.
all type of
Correct.
fucked up.
Resources.
But you can keep on having a baby. I'm like, the more babies you had, the poorer you get. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And you,
I mean,
I know where you- I think I know where you was going with that. Because I
she
work-
want to dive
so,
deep in that
I
one.
I
If
think
she
I know
know
where
how
you
to
was
make it
going with
come
that
up.
because I work. That's what I do for
Right.
9 to 5.
Right.
I'm in. I determine eligibility for public benefits.
Interesting.
So
That's
yeah.
interesting.
So
I
when
said you
her
sit on
property
the gold mine.
management, I see the same stuff that she sees. And it's interesting that Wisconsin has a program where if the parent is on social, I feel like this. First of all, let me preface it with I feel like this program is outdated now because there are so many more resources.
Mhm.
But it's the state, whatever, public benefits, whatever the case may be, a caretaker supplement. Because I get SSI, then I can get a check for every child that I have.
Wow.
They be
So how
having
do I-
speech impediments. That's
So
it.
what I gotta do?
No,
She said,
that's
"Where do
it.
I sign
Like,
up?"
that speech can be off and they get a check. That speech can be off. My daughter is disabled now since 2021. She hasn't even started getting her SSI stuff, which is I think is insane because
For
there's
sure.
a billion women like that
That's
that
getting
keep
it
having
ASAP.
babies
Right.
over and over again.
So because
She's
I get
physically disabled.
because I get SSI, if I apply for these benefits through the state, I can get a check for this child, and then it goes up by $150 every time I have a child.
So now that's your lick. That's what you look like.
But
Now, granted, it
meanwhile,
does affect their
it's a real
food
deal.
stamps,
But what do you
but
need food stamps for after those checks?
exactly.
And I probably ain't
Exactly.
even feeding y'all anyways.
Or not feeding y'all what y'all should be fed.
Noodles, what?
Exactly. I'm not feeding y'all what y'all should be fed. I'm not giving y'all a healthy, balanced diet. I'm giving y'all, like you said, some noodles and a Kool-Aid and get out my face.
We gotta pray for these babies.
These people now with the whole entitlement, that's what we getting on my nerves.
But in their defense, though, I feel like if I can't do what I haven't been taught.
Right.
So when my graduation came up, I turned 18. My mom wasn't excited about me going to college. She was excited, not me. I'm just speaking the truth. But my mom was excited about me being able to have my own rent assistance house and my own food stamp case.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That was the big excitement.
Yeah.
You can sign up for your food stamps. Nobody cared about my college life and how smart I was. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's
So-
crazy. That's crazy.
It's
We
a
celebrating the
system.
wrong shit.
It's literally a system, and I feel like going back, so you don't know what you haven't been taught, but it's also the parents enabling their children. Like, okay, so I don't know, so I can't teach my child, but at some point I'm gonna know something. Somebody's gonna tell me something, even if I just saw it on social media yesterday.
Or maybe
Right.
not.
Right.
Or maybe not. Maybe
That's
your
also-
social media is only about the people that you know. You only
That's
link to the
true.
people that you know.
That's
So
true.
maybe not. So then here come a group of us talking about this. Oh, them bougie bitches. Cliff, I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh, then you every name in
Yeah.
the word.
I just want to go off just a little bit because it was making me think about these girls' damn prom dresses. I'm sick of this shit.
Oh, we just was talking about that.
I am
All
not
that
gonna
money.
pay $2,500 for no prom dress, and you don't even got no damn college fund.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't even have nothing saved to go to college. You just spent $2,500.
Well, that's the
Oh,
we
that's
don't
a
talk
good-
about
that's
what
a-
we don't like to mention. I said this the other day.
Or insurance.
Right.
Oh,
No
life insurance.
Or
Because
yeah,
GoFundMe is sick of y'all.
No, that's cool.
GoFundMe.
But I was gonna say you got so we all guilty of this. So you see your friend on here, you know she don't take care of her kids, nothing. But she looked fly as fuck that day. I'm not finna like your shit and gas you because I know you don't be taking care of your kids. Your kids be
Right.
looking wet. we are all guilty of enabling them.
Yeah.
Because now you're encouraging me to keep doing this, right?
Right.
Because I'm getting likes. I'm fueled by likes as a person.
Yeah.
So now I just keep doing this.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about my kids because nobody's questioning that. You know,
Right.
nobody's challenging me on that.
You ain't on my friends list doing
No,
that.
I'm saying like typically what happens, like we do this with people. A lot of
But
the,
I know what
a
you're
lot of the
saying.
Kia kids,
Yeah.
their parents are popular. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we keep fueling the popular part, but nobody says
Where your kid at? I ain't
you
seen.
got a lot of shoes, but your son was just
Correct. It's
Oh,
10
I'm-
o'clock.
I'm-
Parents,
I'm
do you
the
know where your
parent.
children are?
I'm the parent that's gonna call you and be like, such and such is.
I'm with that too, and I'm with even seeing your
Denise,
kid and
you
checking your kid. We gonna get into it.
I,
okay with
I
that
let
too.
everybody
Yeah.
know
I'm like
when
you.
y'all see son, he's a village child.
Yeah.
Snatch him up,
Right.
bring him right on
But you
home.
gotta know what
Right.
the village is about. So
Right.
You gotta
You got to
have
know
village
who
first.
in your
Listen.
you got to have a village first, and you got to know who's in your village.
Right.
Son know who we can play around and who we can't.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Cause he gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna have to go, y'all, cause she know my mama and she go, yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
but sometimes
right.
we indirectly enable people around us.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know we're doing that. Or it's like, I don't be around her. I don't care what she do. When we all should care.
We
Yeah.
should care.
Because
We
it's a
should be
domino
putting
effect. Like
in-
you said, you getting the
Mhm.
calls, you getting the house stuff, you getting your part. Like we all
Yeah.
impact
Yeah,
each
For
other.
because
sure.
your kids
Right.
is interacting with my kids because they all go to the same school.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. And they're
Mm-mm.
getting them behaviors and all that stuff coming together. Yeah, there needs to be some type of
A level of
intervention on that.
accountability.
Yeah.
Like, and I also feel like that's what we as a people are missing, the accountability, because if she's telling me like, listen, I know I seen your kid. Well, that ain't my kid. I don't want you talking to my kid. Don't do it. What? But we supposed, I thought we're friends though.
Right.
Like if we're friends and you said that you seen my kid out here doing X, Y, and Z with A, B, and C, and you know, like, that's not how she raised them.
Right.
And you call me and I'm snapping on you, like that's
Your
not
kids
Right.
need
I'm
to
mad
hear
at you for reporting back to
vibing.
me
Hey,
what
no,
they doing.
you wrong. You need to
Right.
apologize to her. They need to hear that versus
Yeah.
what you said the whole snap. Like, I'm
Why-
not
Where
cool
does
with
that
it.
come from though? Like that's a deeper issue. Like where does that even come
'Cause
from?
now I have
Why
to take
am I doing
accountability
that?
for what I let my
Right.
kids do. Now I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
That's
Embarrassment.
insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's embarrassment because I left you out.
My
there
mom
like
used to
that.
tell me that all the time. Don't go out here and embarrass me. I was Mr. and Mrs. Evans' grandchild. Like
That's the truth.
That's wild.
everybody know y'all. Dang, can't go nowhere.
Yeah, I know exactly what that's like. My parents were on my ass when I was a kid. My dad was a police officer for District 7, this District 7
Oh,
right
okay.
here. And so he used to interrogate us. Yeah,
Listen,
we got that.
listen.
They'd be
Man.
like, dude, I didn't do it though. Let me tell you what you
Listen,
did.
we were
You
not-
did this, you did that. Daddy, this is not cops. This is not none of that.
we not at the
Like,
police station, okay?
Yeah, like I really didn't do this. So yeah, that was crazy. Like actually being interrogated every day, and then it was 4 of us. So it was like, which one of y'all did it? And y'all gonna stand here until somebody tells
Oh,
the truth.
no.
And it's like,
'Cause
one of y'all gonna speak because I'm not staying here all night.
I was a snitch. I was the
So-
youngest for 11 years, so I was snitching. I didn't care who did it.
It was them. Like,
Whoever the finger. That's who did it. I'm sorry. I'm snitching. I'm telling. In the house,
That is
absolutely.
funny.
I like Barbie. No, I'm telling. You.
Snitch.
I was telling. I still tell.
Snitching ass.
She said, I still tell. Don't tell me nothing. I can't hold water.
I be like, Ma, you know we used to open up some Christmas gifts, right?
I'm gonna just tell you now because
You
you can't do that now.
The
so-
statute of limitations has passed. You can't do that to me now.
She don't even wrap nothing up. She's like, come get it.
Oh man, that shit funny as ever. Yes, yes. What are some things that maybe you feel like you need to work past right now?
Oh, we got quiet.
I was just thinking.
Work pass for me.
Yeah.
I probably need to scale back on holding people so accountable.
Why?
Because I probably can just take it a bit far. I have this thing in my head where I feel like I'm trying to understand people more, and I feel like you already knew what you did before you did it. A lot of the times, I feel like you thought through it, but in reality, a lot of people don't think through it. And
Right.
They don't really know.
They act on impulse.
yeah, for sure. And I need to get more. I'm working on being understanding.
Yeah, I
That's
like
stuff
that.
that I'm working
I like that. I like that. I'm working on my anxiety. So for the whole year, this past year, I've been putting myself in situations where I'm uncomfortable on
Challenge.
purpose.
Shout out to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Don't challenge. You gotta challenge us. No,
Yeah.
like because we talked about this being that we laughed about it already, right? The
Yeah.
whole with you not being new people. No.
No.
Yeah.
So it was like challenge yourself to that. Maybe that wasn't like, and it didn't turn out to be. I think you're
Right.
very
And that's why I wanted. I brought it to you.
Yeah, you're not.
I had to bring it to her.
Right?
So I gotta ask her this. I really want to ask her this,
No,
but
I'm
I
just
don't
kidding.
want. I didn't want to come
No, you was
off.
for real. It's cool.
You know what I
But
mean?
she didn't say it in a bad way.
No,
We
but
just-
I know what she meant when she said it.
Yeah.
I said it all the time. I came in saying like new people.
yeah, but
Mhm.
but saying that out, you gotta be careful with your words because even saying that out loud you can miss opportunities. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I think you're a
Absolutely.
very powerful speaker,
Thank
and you can miss
100%.
opportunities just
For
from
sure.
that, from
Right.
saying things like that. You know,
Mhm.
or your friend getting that perspective of you. Just
Be like, y'all.
hey,
I
y'all.
am not
Well,
bringing
you
her.
felt like I'm gonna forewarn y'all. These motherfuckers ain't that nice, you know.
They don't really like people like
You all are very
that.
nice. You all are very nice. But
All of you,
sometimes we gotta be
yes.
careful with our words about it.
Yeah.
Because all three of y'all together are great. You know what I mean? So
Thank you.
yeah, you don't
Yes,
want to
yes.
miss out on something with just that whole. You know, you just joking. You maybe
But
you
that
ain't joking.
But that just to piggyback off that comes from somewhere though. It's
Absolutely.
a reason why you're like that, and I wanted
We
to.
all
I want to
have
hear
that.
a little bit more about like why you feel like that, because I was like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Me and her talked about her not wanting to do business with certain individuals,
Black women.
black women,
Black women.
because of some of the things she experienced. So I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Tell me a little bit
It's
more.
all
though.
about my healing. So I don't like being in crowds, and I've always been the type of person like I'm gonna have a group of friends. Like it's always been a goal, but I could never get to that point where I was able to be comfortable around a lot of group of women.
Mhm.
But at the same time, like you said, I have been challenging myself, but I didn't know I was. Like I
Wow.
be saying stuff about like I ain't finna go over there with all these group of women, and then my name is being put in those group of women, and they being like, "Hey, she's actually pretty dope. We gonna pull her in." I'm like, I'm not fucking going, but I end up going, and it is a great, you know what I'm saying, space, and I'm learning that. But I also think it comes from modeling.
Yeah.
Them raggedy bitches is negative.
Oh
Wow.
man.
They negative. They are extremely.
That's the I don't want to
negative.
see you doing better than me. You can do
Wow.
good.
It's
You
enough
can
for
reach
everybody.
a certain plateau, but once I feel like you're elevating above me, now I got a problem with
Right
you.
now, it's something
because
wrong with you.
why you doing this? Why you doing that? Why you over here? Why did they pick you and not me? Like you said, why her and not me? Well, why you get to do X, Y, and Z, and I ain't never got to do X, Y, and Z. You got to go over here, but I ain't never been there.
Or why you ain't carrying me with you?
Right,
Like,
right.
how dare you do
Because
something
God
without
said
me?
that you know, God and Erica Badu said, "I ain't no damn bag."
Yeah,
lady."
that
No, that's
doesn't feel
right.
good though when you're working in business and you're thinking you're with like-minded people, and when your opportunities come, sometimes they sabotage those moments as well. You know, try to throw salt on your name or whatever,
Mhm.
dirt on you. But yeah, I think that's so unfortunate. That's where I was with it. Like, damn, I thought we was both
Yeah.
vibing,
right.
and now you want me to stay right here, or you want me to be a yes girl. That ain't
Right.
me.
That's
I'm a
right.
leader.
That-
Like, no, you're
That
supposed to
also
be carrying my bags. You're
Yeah.
not supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, having your own bag carrier. But first of all, ain't nobody carrying my bags. I got this.
Yeah.
Right.
And that also goes to the what you were saying earlier about celebrating your wins.
Mm.
Like, okay, so me celebrating my wins is not downing you, or you celebrating your wins is not dimming my light. I'm going to congratulate you. I might not be there yet,
Right.
but I'm still going to congratulate you, and I'm going to make it there if that's what I want to do.
Right.
That's
And
enough
I'm gonna
for
give you
all
your
of us
props,
to
and I'm gonna
do.
tell you I'm inspired by you.
Correct.
Yeah.
You inspire me. Thank you for that. Would you mind telling me how to do it?
Right.
It's enough. It's
What's
enough
hard
for
about
all of us
that?
to eat.
Yes.
Me and her, we both plus models, but what we do is different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're still different, and we still gonna do different things. There are things that she's gonna do that I'm not gonna do. Like I'm a runway model.
Because somebody
She
looking
can
at
do
you
runway and print.
that's not
You know what
looking
I'm
at me.
saying?
So
Yeah.
So
we
it's
two
like
different.
it's just different. We're just all different, and I don't know why people don't understand it or don't want to accept it. Like we're just gonna do different stuff, and it's okay. But it's enough for everybody to eat. Like we don't have to down each other. We don't have to, do whatever to try to be one up the other person. It's enough
Right.
for all of us.
Yeah, it's
It
levels
is.
to it being enough for all of us. Because sometimes I think that we say that, and then like say y'all talking, and you like, hey, I got this new pitch. I'm gonna go, girl. I'm gonna come out like this. you go out before her, y'all done talked, and you come out like she told you she was gonna come out.
Ooh,
That's
that's actually. I'm
conflicting.
like that actually
Has
happened.
that happened?
That actually
that's
happened.
conflicting and fucked up to me.
That
You know what I
actually
mean?
happened.
'Cause especially when you don't holler at me, like, girl.
Now, that
Actually,
is
I know we're doing
That
different
has
things.
literally
I know
happened.
we're doing different things in different places, but that's your homegirl shine. That's what she was gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
Don't
would you do
don't.
that?
Oh no, I wore a blue dress. You wore a yellow. No, bitch.
But it's the same dress. It's just a different
It's the
color.
same dress.
I'm a
I
firm
definitely-
believer
we definitely
in
know
what's for
plus
me is
model
for
right
me.
now.
And we different, but don't go there.
Right.
Right.
Listen.
We definitely know a plus model right now.
Listen,
Which I was
that has
comfortable
happened to
on.
me where
It's
I've
not
done
cool.
something and literally like, okay, I'm practicing and they see me doing it and then they go out there and do it. It's not gonna stop me from going out there and doing the same thing because who is appealing to me is appealing to me.
That's
Mhm.
cool, but when I'm talking about when y'all close or when y'all friends. Now
Oh,
you don't mess
we-
with vibe with her like
we
that.
thought we
Do your
was.
thing. You said what?
We thought we was friends.
Oh, okay. When I mean y'all figured out y'all wasn't because a friend wouldn't do things
Definitely
like
did.
And that be I be hating when you gotta find out like that. But that's the
Yeah,
reality
go
of
through
it.
yeah.
That's the
Definitely.
reality of it.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Everybody got
Yeah.
sour face.
I don't
Listen, because y'all know I
Listen,
call
that
out names. I
actually
be like,
happened.
look, look, look.
See, I don't like
This
that.
ain't my
I don't know.
podcast, so I ain't gonna be
I
messy.
love to see us win.
Yeah.
So
For
I
sure.
always try to celebrate.
I'm about to say,
Even
I'm
us all
definitely-
here together today,
I'm
we all have
definitely big on-
podcasts. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that you decided to like me today. I'm glad.
No, for real
Because-
though. But honestly, it being my sister's birthday, I was like, I don't know if I'm really gonna make it. But that's always my thing to say. Like, I don't do new people.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but you're gonna stop saying that.
I'm gonna stop saying that.
Okay, accountability.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop saying it.
You're gonna stop
I'm gonna put that on my list
Because
of
you're gonna,
things.
because you're gonna grow.
I got a
from
whole
it. You're
list.
gonna grow. You're gonna grow from that.
Yeah.
Like you, because you're not what you think you are. Like with the whole, you're very personable.
You very
actually.
personable. You very approachable.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I expected you to be a whole jerk for real.
Really?
I'm really here
Oh,
as
she can be
reinforcement.
now. Don't get.
She said, "Don't let it fool you."
Yeah, you know, and that's cool. That's cool, but you doing it respectful. You get what I'm saying? You doing
Right,
it in
right.
your lane. Like
I
it's one thing
also-
to be mean, like I don't do no
No, she
boo-boo.
really sweet.
Like, but
I've
I don't
learned
think you're
also
mean.
to
Don't
not-
say me.
I used to be like, I'm gonna match energy. I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah.
I ain't
That's
matching your
That's
energy,
not-
sis.
yeah, no,
No, I'm
It's
good
not
on that.
worth it.
Because your
It's
energy is
draining.
much.
Man, last
I'm gonna
weekend,
save my energy.
last
Is what I'm gonna
weekend,
do.
I went to, I got up, I took the train to Chicago. It was so everything. I be meeting all kind of people, y'all. I met a surgeon. I met some people that were on a 2B video. I met all kind of people, and that's why I'm like I do feel like that sometimes. Like fuck new people, but new people actually
Sometimes.
Sometimes it be
sometimes
good.
I just met
We
a
a prime
friend
example.
upstairs.
Right. I'm like,
I
right
was talking to her, and then the lady came, started talking to me. I said, "Bye, Jamil. I got a new friend."
I'll catch you later.
Just happened.
I know how to get in touch with you. I'll catch you later.
We laughing. She was like,
That's great.
No,
Yes.
that's a vibe, though.
"Yeah, it is."
I love it. I love it. I'm glad that y'all decided to come today. Thank you so
Thank
much for coming
You're
today
welcome.
as well. Y'all was a total vibe. I feel like we got some stuff off our chest today.
Absolutely.
This was a
I
nice
love
mellow
this.
tone. This was mellow
Yeah.
compared to what I have to do in 10 minutes.
I gotta make sure I
All women
listen.
of the same energy who know how to pod.
Yes, yes.
big-
It's a
big-
collaborative effort.
Because
No.
remember, this.
Yeah, y'all didn't
Oh
used to
my
talk.
God, like
Y'all
that.
didn't used to
I
talk
ain't-
on the podcast, and that was
So
like,
then I've been a guest
Girl,
on a couple of
shut
podcasts before I had my own.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you here? You don't even say nothing.
she did not talk,
Facts.
I had two or three
but she was in the
words.
comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my best friend. She don't say nothing, but I'm like, best friend, just do the comments. I love you. Just
I say all the time now. While I love these two, I don't feel like anymore. What I used to say is they bullied me into being in a podcast.
Right now, like what?
They
Did
bullied
we
me
just talk
into
about
being.
that? We just talked about bullying.
I used to
She
say
like,
that they.
wait.
I used to say that they bullied
No,
me
we did.
into
He
become
encouraged you.
very much so. That's why I said used to say that y'all bullied me because I don't feel like that no more. I actually enjoy it.
They took you out your
Tuesday, we
comfort
gotta
zone.
do.
You got
We
good
gotta do our.
conversation.
We gotta do our
But it literally
podcast.
fell together.
It
Yeah.
did.
It
did.
Fell together. 'cause
Tom been asking me to do a podcast for the last 5 years.
They was doing their podcast, and then I was like, "Hey, when you gonna start your podcast up?" And she was like, "Actually, I was thinking about it. I was going to call DNR." We standing there, and then she got this funny look on her face. I'm like, "What's happening?" She was like,
DNR.
Denise Nicole Thea. So it just kind of like failed together. I'm
I
like,
love it.
That's it.
That's what's up.
And I still was like, the first time I still was like, no, I'm not.
No,
I'm not
he was
doing
like,
it.
yeah,
It wasn't the first time. It was like the first 10 times.
Okay, I mean, yeah. And but now we're here, and I love it.
I love it.
Co-bully.
Definitely, they jumped me in and was like, yeah. So what we're gonna do is, and we're gonna be here at this time. See you there, Denise. I was like, what? I'm usually the bully. How I'm getting
You are.
bullied?
You know me.
Y'all
That's
so funny.
cool.
But I love this. Everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation today. Again, there were some really, really amazing points today that we hope you guys take to heart. Again, this is Minding My Own Podcast. I'm your host, Kenda. And we all gonna say goodnight, right? Good night.
Good
y'all.
night.